Welcome to the recap, powered by Cinelinx.com. I'm your host Matt, and these are the biggest news stories that had the community buzzing this week. In Star Wars news, from actually our friends at Making Star Wars, it looks like John Williams will now be working on the trailer for Star Wars Episode 7. Now, if you're wondering what part of the trailer is he working on, it's John frickin' Williams. Of course he's working on the score, and that means a brand new score is going to be hitting theaters with Star Wars Episode 7. Now, what do you think? Okay, it's just the trailer, but if he's working on it now, that could also mean that we might be getting a trailer in December. And that's really, really exciting, and I know a lot of us are super excited for anything that has to do with Star Wars Episode 7 news. And John Williams, one of my favorite composers ever. Well, moving on to Marvel news, Marvel had a huge announcement with Phase 3. And for those of you who don't know anything about Phase 3, it's going to happen directly after Age of Ultron. So if you were excited about Age of Ultron, you're going to be excited about Phase 3. Now, they showed off a whole bunch of titles, like Doctor Strange, Captain America 3, Civil War, you had Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, we're getting another one! You've also got Thor Ragnarok. And for those of you who know what Thor Ragnarok is, you're going to be really excited about that. Then you have Captain Marvel, the story of Carol Danvers. Blows my mind that we're actually going to have Captain Marvel. And Inhumans. For those of you who don't know what Inhumans is, it's a great story that you really need to catch up on before it comes out. Now, I think the biggest one that I know you're waiting on is Avengers. Yes, there are going to be 2 more movies after Age of Ultron. It's going to be the Infinity Wars. 1 and 2. That's right, all the rage is splitting up movies, right, into Part 1 and Part 2, so why not Avengers? Show them how it's done, guys. Now, another big news was that Black Panther finally has an actor. That's Chadwick Boseman, and for those of you who don't know who that is, you might remember some Jackie Robinson with 42, Chadwick Boseman. He's been set to play in 5 movies, one of which will be a standalone, and another we know is confirmed that he'll play a significant role in Captain America 3 Civil War. So, finally Black Panther. Super excited, ready for this to go. Now, we had another one. We had another movie kind of released, a little bit of teaser pictures. We finally got our first look at Terminator Genisys. Now let me make sure I got this. So you spell Genisys Genisys? No, that can't be right. Genisys. No, that's right. That's how you spell it. Well, unfortunately, it looks like Terminator has decided to go with the first one, SYS. I don't know, but we can only assume it's going to have something to do in the movies, and we'll probably all relate eventually. Now, we got our first look at John Connor, played by Jason Clarke, so that he looked really awesome in this. And then you've got Jay Courtney playing Kyle Reese, Linda Carter being Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones, and then you had Matt Smith, who we're not really sure of what he's playing yet. But can I say, it's just weird to see that man no longer with a bow tie or a fez, but with a body armor. Just kind of seems weird. As long as at one point he says, "This plasma gun's cool," I'll be happy. But either way, you also got a couple of promo shots with a lot of yelling, and Emilia Clarke obviously pointing her gun down as she's shooting the floor, I guess. I don't know, maybe there's GoBots at the bottom, I have no idea. Either way, that's Terminator Genisys. We're not really sure what's going to happen yet, but I don't know. I'm really hoping big things, but I don't know at this point. But moving on to something that I am very excited about and I know is going to be good, Assassin's Creed Unity. Now this game is set to release on November 11th, and we've seen a lot of trailers for it, including the one in E3 with the French Revolution. And yeah, it's going to be really, really freaking cool. But we actually had a new trailer that came out which looks to send Arno, our main character, into a little time warp to World War II. Take a look.
Assassin, watch out. The French Revolution simulation is collapsing. I don't know what time period you're landing, but you need to get out of there. Run!
Now moving on to our final gaming news. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is set to come out, but starting November, Activision is participating in Race to 1,000 Jobs. Now, for those of you that don't know what Race to 1,000 Jobs is, it's a really cool charity event that tries to raise funds to about $1 million to get military veterans into careers. So it's supposed to be really cool, and they're doing a huge event, which includes gamer personalities being on Twitch. You've got Call of Duty dog tags coming out November 4th, which all proceeds will go to charity. And it all leads up to one giant big gaming event on Veterans Day, November 11th. So remember, all of these proceeds go to charity, and you can participate as well by going to www.callofduty.com/vets. And if you participate, there's a good chance you could potentially win an Xbox One limited edition Call of Duty Advanced Warfare console. And if that's not enough, Activision is going to match dollar for dollar up to $1 million for this charity. Really cool charity, guys. You want to check this out. Thank you so much for helping us with Extra Life. You're going to want to check out this and help out with them. Well, that's it for the recap. I'm Matt. And remember, check out all of our other Powered by Cinelinx shows with SCNS Live and the Father Gamer podcast. And don't forget, for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more, keep it on Cinelinx.com.